Hello and welcome back to the Jazz Rants. I've got the Herbster, Mr. Herb. Mr. Herbie is here to join you. He's the hippest cat I know. He's really a cool cat. Anyway, check him out. He's Mr. Cool. Anyway, I'm glad you're back with me, and the fickle finger of fate is starting to heal, and I'm back here, and I want to turn you on to a song called Moanin' by Bobby Timmons. And this is one of the great songs that I learned when I was younger that changed my life. I was a banker, and then I transformed into a musician, into a jazz pianist. And a lot of it had to do with Bobby Timmons' song called Moanin', because it had the gospel, it had the soul, it had the jazz, it had the blues, it had all the elements that I needed to feel in order to feel at home with music. So I hope I can turn you on to this great song, and if you haven't heard it, here it is for the first time. And I'm playing it solo, but anyway, you should check out the version by Bobby Timmons and also by Art Blakey. Here we go now with Moanin' by Bobby Timmons. Starting out here, I just want to say that this particular song, Moanin', resonated with me in a special way because I started out as a businessman. I got a degree in business from Boston University, and I started out working in banks. Then I went out to the West Coast and I had an awakening. I decided I have to go back to the East Coast and I have to study music. I have to learn about music, and I have to try to make a career out of music and become a piano player. You know, I was already a piano player, but I needed to learn more about it. But anyway, I heard this song by Bobby Timmons, and it was a combination of gospel music and what they called soul jazz. It had blues in it. It was a lot about blues, but it was also a jazz tune that had this swing feel to it. And it had this meaning to it that was special for me. And the words are this, which were written by John Hendricks. They go like this: everybody knows I'm moaning. I'm alone and crying the blues. I'm so tired of paying the dues. Everybody knows I'm moaning, like everybody knows I'm moaning. And then this was a call and response. Everybody knows I'm moaning. Yes, Lord. I'm alone and crying the blues. I'm so tired of paying these dues. Everybody knows I'm moaning. So it was called and response, but it's definitely gospel and it's definitely blues, but then it was put to a swing beat. What a great combination, you know, and it was so meaningful to me that it really changed my life, and that's when I became a jazz pianist. Some things I want to explain about the basic head of the song, the melody. It's all blues, that's all blues scale notes. Okay, so then we have this. Now what I did was I did this. Now it's really an F major, but I put the grace note in there to because the ambiguity of like the third and the minor third, you know. Now that's what I think Bobby Timmons did too, because there is an ambiguity, because like, you know, even within blues we have the ambiguity of the third and the minor third. The blue note, like that, and the natural third, or the, you know, major third. So rather than just making it major or making it minor, I'm making it a combination of the two. That's an important thing to understand. Now on the bridge, you have AABA in this song now, so it's this call and response, call. In other words, every night you'll find me moaning like, yes, Lord, you know. And now on the bridge we have this sort of, it stays bluesy, but it's more jazz oriented. B flat minor now, which would be relative to the F minor scale. Then to that G13 flat 9. To a C7 sharp 9. So it still has a blues feeling to it, but it's more like jazz. And then he goes there to, it's more like gospel, to the 4 chord to the 1. And these are more like jazz chords. B flat minor 9. G13 with a flat 9. To a C7 with a flat 13. And then a sharp 9. So those, the bridge sounds very jazzy, and the A section sounds more like gospel or blues. So it's an interesting combination there. I just want to say that if you really want to understand this composition and listen to it, you want to listen to the version by Art Blakey's band with Bobby Timmons that was recorded in the late 50s. There was another version recorded later, and also Bobby Timmons recorded a version, but at the end, it didn't just end with the A section. He repeated the bridge at the end, and 3 times. Third time. Not even that. Then he did his blues licks at the end. Like that. So that's the version you should really check out. The Art Blakey version, recorded in the late 50s with Bobby Timmons. And also you should listen to his trio version of it if you really want to understand this better. But it's one of the great classic blues, gospel, jazz songs of all time. Thanks for joining me here at the Jazz Ranch, and sorry about the dark glasses, but I just can't take the lights. But anyway, someone wrote to me about the dark glasses and the hat and said only dorks would wear those indoors. But I told him I graduated from the University of Darkness in England with honors. So there you have it. But anyway, I'm glad you joined me. Please write to me. It's wonderful. All the things you write to me, and I enjoy them, and I will always try to answer you. Give me time. It may take time because it's overwhelming right now. Now that I have 2 million views, it's overwhelming, all the letters I get. So anyway, I'm so glad you joined me, and I hope you like this lesson about Bobby Timmons and Moanin'. So until next time, I will say in the words of my great friend Hermie Dressel, swing loose, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.